nail artist, if you enjoy Draw and Paint What You Regret on YouTube and you would like to show your support, you can find Cash App and Venmo information below. This channel is free to watch and learn from. If you like any of my art products, please go to mpbimage.com to purchase. If you purchase, make sure you leave a comment so my product maker know that you've purchased from the YouTube link. Um, this is the actual image that we're going to be drawing. So I do want to
Hmm.
quickly just get down my envelope shape. So I'm going to draw fairly light for my envelope shape because I know I need to build up. Um, so I'm just letting you know just in case if you're like, I can barely see what you're doing. Just know that's what I'm doing.
Hmm.
And get this words here. Extend this out just a bit. So this will be my envelope shape, and then I'm going to quickly gesture all of the objects in. I do want to make sure I'm thinking about just spacing where things are actually at in relationship to each other. And this one is here. And I also need to get this kind of, I want to draw it a little bit straighter. And I'll curve it out later. Okay, so now that I quickly have a line gesture in for all of my objects, from here for you, I just need to talk about how to do how to draw a circle. So
Hmm.
over my sphere that's here, I am going to start with a vertical line, and I just want to end it um, for the top and bottom of my sphere. So we're going to use a proportion box, and the ratio of the proportion box is going to be 1 to 1. So I'm going to
Okay.
take just another sheet of paper that's here, and I am going to get the measurement for my vertical um, ratio or unit. I'm going to turn it horizontal, and I'm lining it up with the line that I already have. I'm going to mark my width because we need
Hmm.
um, our width to be the same height as our height.
If I'm moving to grab, if I have a ruler, could I use that, or is it important to use the paper's edge instead?
You can use a ruler. The only thing that I tell my students when they say that, they're like, "Can I use a ruler?" It will slow you down a bit, but
Oh,
yes, you
okay.
can use a ruler.
Well, if it's gonna slow me down, well, it'll definitely slow me down because I'm not sure where I put it. So I guess I will just use the. Oh, because it's right there. Ah. Okay.
And the only reason why I'm saying it may slow you down is because students will get caught up in numbers and they're just kind of like, oh,
Oh,
well,
I
I
can barely
measured.
count. I think I'll be good.
Yeah. Okay. So once again, excuse me, now that I have the ratio down, now I have my width and my height, which is the same, my
Hmm.
1 to 1 ratio. Basically, what I've done is just made a square. Technically, if you're trying to draw a circle, all it is a square anyway. So
Hmm.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw in an X. So I just want to make sure um, that my X is just lining up properly to the best of my ability. So I'm just drawing in my X. And then in the center, I'm just going to draw a center line. I want to make sure that what's happening on one side is happening on the other. And as of right now, it looks pretty okay for me.
Hmm.
I'm going to draw in a horizontal line. I want to make sure that this box, and this box are similar and are the same. And the reason why I'm saying that because I know we're human beings, we're not perfect. I'm not using a
Hmm.
ruler, so I just need to visually see that they look the same. So what we need to do now is these four parts that we just drew in. These points is what we need to make sure that we're paying attention to. So remember ghosting, I'm going to come back in and I'm just going to ghost in a gesture of my circle so I can see it. It's not correct. I just need to see it. So from here, I'm going to start at one point and I'm going to quickly start to turn and I'm going to hit another point. So I'm going to start at one point, quickly start to turn and hit another point. I'm going to start at a point, quickly start to turn. So what I'm doing is I'm using organizational lines for support. So these are supporting lines that I consider to be curved. If you're using a supporting line in general, they're typically um, thin, sharp lines that are straight
Hmm.
to help with construction. So I'm looking at my sphere, and it's always good to do that because I'm noticing this side of my sphere or the circle feels good. This side in this area is a little wobbly. So this is me correcting myself. So I can go back in. I can either lightly ghost out or erase and try my best to correct it and stop and look at it again. That's a little bit better. So from here, I'm a-okay with leaving my drawing here because it's more than enough structure for a modified drawing for the sphere for right now. Then, of course, I will move on to my next object after that. And you just want to make sure that you're modifying to the best of your ability and correcting to the best of your ability. Once you're done with all of your objects, just choose one to do your cross contour. And then you also want to make sure that you are paying attention to your line weight variation. So
Hmm.
lines that are on the outside are darker. Lines that are on the inside or in art for construction should be lighter as well. And that will help with just at very least giving you three different types of line that you can use for your drawing. Are there any questions? I know I'm cutting into your time for drawing.
No, you're fine. No questions right now.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pin you and then I'll watch you draw.